Good morning, and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Reborn Let's Play, and this is part 78 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So yeah, and for today's episode, just to let you know, we are gonna be going after Hoopa. We've got a new mission on deck, and this one carries a special request for you specifically, Alon. Apparently, on a recent mission, Aya and Hardy came across a couple of old artifacts. It turns out these orbs and their likeness tend to be volatile is the word they used. Adrian put in a word saying they like you in particular to help out on a mission to get these artifacts to safety. Something as the champion. That sound good to you? Yes. Great. Wasn't really sure what I'd tell Adrian if he said no for sure. Anyway, they asked to meet you at Grandview Station. Head over there as soon as you can. Will do. And that also reminds me, I don't think I can go above 120. No, I can't. So it's something that I've noticed on the guide, and I try to not really look at it too much because I don't really want to get spoiled on it, you know? Unless like if I get like stuck on like a puzzle or something like that, then I'll definitely like read through it. Sorry, not reread. But anyways though, I believe it's pretty much broken up into chapters. That's just what I'm gonna call it because I've noticed, how do I want to word it? Like on the side, there's like different like level caps pretty much, so I'm just gonna assume those are like different chapters through the post game, so yeah. But I also noticed as well, we are getting close to Zygarde, so pretty soon, once I finish up, honestly, I think it's best to finish up all of the legends before we get the Zygarde, or once we get right at that point is when we'll pretty much get into a Z-Cell episode, going through and trying to find all the Z-Cells. Of course, I will be going through the guide because I don't really remember where they are all at, so yeah, but I do remember, and I do have a post-it note here that told me from a viewer a long while back that I should get at least 50 before getting into all of that. I believe is pretty much what they were saying, so I'll make sure to do that once we get to that point. But anyways though, let's get into this. Alon, my favorite champion, I'm grateful you could make it and you're just in time. I was just discussing the particulars with the chief here. Allow me to summarize once more. Two of your compatriots, I think is how you pronounce that, recently unearthed a couple of unique artifacts, but not too unique. They were recognized. The red orb and the blue orb. We're aware of what happened in Hoenn with these items, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that Reborn has had enough of world-ending disasters. We've put all of that behind us. At least, I dearly hope so. We want none of it. So I've taken the liberty of contacting some foreign experts, and we've arranged to have the orb safely contained elsewhere. All that is left is to ship them here. Or ship them there, sorry. That's where you come in. We think the shipment been compromised. Some information regarding it was leaked, and in short, it was almost certain someone is trying to steal the orbs already. We like you to take the train right abroad and make sure the orbs reach their destination safely. With the champion on board, no one will dare try anything. I know playing security isn't exactly the most glamorous, but I think anyone wants to risk an incident with, say, Azarine Lake drying up or something. With any luck, it'll be an uneventful trip there and back. You could even think of it as a vacation. I hate to rush, but I believe we are short on time. Right, since the original shipment was compromised, the chief arranged to sneak it on board a passenger train early. Our hope is that the change in operation will be inconspicuous, however you say the word, enough to escape the notice of whomever the information was leaked to, and by the time they find out, too late. Your ticket and boarding is already arranged as well. The chief will be going with you as well. He'll show you to the storage car and keep an eye on the passengers during the mission. Yes. Together we'll keep these orbs and our region safe. But the clock is ever ticking, let us be off at once. Are you ready to leave right away? I think we're good on everything. Good luck, Alon. Safe journey. Yes, just back here. The red and blue orb, firmly secured for transport. This is the only entrance to the storage cart, so all you have to do is wait right here. It might not be the most interesting, but police is like that sometimes. Police work is like that sometimes, sorry. All for the safety of the people, Am I right? Sorry. Now since we're traveling with guests, how about you go and meet them? No need to mention that what you're really here for. Man, I've been screwing up some of these sentences, sorry about that. I'll be keeping an eye out on them for most of the ride, but as long as you're here, you may as well know who's on board. Go on, have a social moment before your shift starts soon. I think that's what that said. Wait, what? Sorry, I gotta reread that. If you're worried about me laying my grubby mitts on them, don't be. If I'm gonna be real, it is a little bit suspicious for him to be like, yeah, go on, I'll keep everything safe. I feel like we still kind of want to at least keep an eye on him, you know, because like it seems a little sus. Sorry, I know the Among Us meme is probably dead. I'll stop. Probably not, but I'll stop right there. If I wanted to steal these, I could have done so at any point during arranging transport abroad for them. Yes, that's fair, but it's kind of like, I don't think you'd really get far within Reborn, and that's why you need to take the train with them, so no one can really follow you besides the people on the train. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too far into this. And more importantly, what would a bloke like me do with something like this? All these legendary artifacts are more trouble than they are worth. You go on and meet the guest with a clear conscience, but if you really don't want to, we can always trade now. Are you sure you don't want a moment to meet and greet? Just as well, it'll be a long trip, go on and socialize while you can. I'm still a little bit sus on this, but let's go meet the people. Who's here? Oh, hey Julia. But anyways, well, I'm not saying that's Julia, I just seen her in the corner. That may stop being dumb. Why couldn't the pretty gym leader have come over to talk to me instead? Why that guy? Isn't this Maxwell? It is. Alon, funny running into you here. I was just heading out on this train for a change of pace when I met this lovely lady across from me. Oh, stop it, you. No, I'm kidding. Keep going. For you, baby, I can keep going all night. But let's take things slow. How about it? Anyway, regardless of whatever history we have, I do hope you wouldn't ruin a personal outing just for the sake of some petty past drama. My boys are back at the ranch. You'll get no trouble from our gang. Take care. Alon, I thought that was you who went by. What a coincidence seeing you here. I was invited for a trip abroad by someone and would you believe it? I got stood up. Me. Imagine a cheerleader getting stood up. I hope the guy recently realized he was gay or else I want an explanation. And if he did realize he's gay, then I hope he's very happy with his life choices and finds a wonderful husband, but not if the husband would have been interested in me instead. It's a pity, he seemed like such a sweet talker too, but no matter, I'm making the best of the situation, and I've met a fine gentleman in his absence and we are having a lovely time. So there, Mr. Stander-Upper, take that. Maybe he just missed the train, I almost got on the wrong one, but I blame him for telling me which it was so last minute. So it's probably the culprit then that did that to her. I would assume so. The chief has brought us on to make sure this ride goes smoothly, no suspicious activity at this time. The exit is secure. On duty and reporting. Greetings, peasant. I believe this is the guy from the Mega Ring side quest, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty interesting to see him here. Greetings, peasant. Make yourself useful and fetch me a drink, will you? Some kind of juice I believe would suit my palate. Be forewarned though, present me with lepa juice and I shall forcibly eject you from the train while it is still moving. Grape juice, I think that's how you pronounce that. Neither, I don't know what else they put in that stuff, but it surely wasn't meant for human consumption. And you will hold the orange juice as well. It is unsuitable for all occasions except for the blandest of breakfasts. Hop to it. Garçon? I have no clue what that word means. We can't all stand around all day with stupid looks on our faces. Alright. Oh, hey Sandy. Hi Alon. Are you surprised to see me here? It's true that I decided field work wasn't for me, but desk jobs are just so boring. Do you know how tiring it is to just sit there and organize papers all day, waiting for the next certified cool person to walk up and talk the crazy jobs you're doing out? It's like, why aren't I out there doing that? But I know why I'm not out there doing that. It's because a mill tank pooped on me, but am I to live my life cowering in fear from one? Sorry. Cowering. What was I saying? Anyway, I couldn't take the pressure of mentally ping-ponging between wanting to get outside more and wanting to hide inside forever. So now I'm here on a moving train going in the opposite direction from all of my problems. Funny how life works, isn't it? Hey, you don't think that there's Miltank in wherever this train is going, do you? I have no clue. Alon, curious to run into you here. Rest assured I harbor no particular resentment to you, even if your actions have resulted in the deaths of several of my past employers. On second thought, I may have some slight resentment towards you, but you may be relieved that I intend to deal with it professionally. Good day. I said good day. Huh? Aren't you the champion? Wow. Wait, Crodberry's here? Or Crodberry. I don't know why, I've always said Crodberry, but I guess it's Berry. You, what are you doing here? Come to ruin the relaxing getaway of a kind elderly woman. Sorry. How dare you even consider violating the sanity of this train with your I'm just gonna say presence. So much for the dining car. They better decontaminate? I think that's how you say that. Every square inch of this place after inviting gutter trash like you in. Get away from me at once. My poor nose can only take so much at that once. Are you naturally this insufferable, or is it just your mission to make your presence as offensive as humanly possible? Be gone. So I guess that's everybody then, right? Until we meet again. Yeah, it just seems like they say the same thing. I just want to make sure I don't like miss anything, you know? So I guess we'll go talk to the police chief then. Have you made all the rounds you want to already? I think so, yeah. Very good. Let's trade off then. I'll keep an eye on the guest, you can keep an eye on the goods. Between us, not a soul on board will have so much as a chance to swipe these, then I'll be off. Take good care of the orbs. I'll check in again in a bit, perhaps even bring you something from the snack cart. Until then. So I guess we just stand here, and that's not really me moving. No! Oh my god. The cart has been completely emptied. Who could have done such a thing? Oh. Please let me go. I just got lost looking for the little girl's room. Have you noticed that this train doesn't seem to have one anywhere? I caught this one sneaking up into the storage room during the blackout. We're gonna need you to stay right here, ma'am. The chief is near the front of the train, currently investigating the disturbance. My date appears to have pulled a vanishing act. Oh, so she's like gone. Hey, something happened, right? You might want to check out the couple sitting across from me. I don't think they know the meaning about the word subtlety? Or subtly, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Before the lights went out, they were talking pretty loudly about pulling off some kind of stunt with this train. Suspects 1 and 2 if you ask me. Oh, so it's kind of like, I guess it was kind of obvious. It's like a mystery pretty much. And I guess you're trying to solve like who actually did it. If you don't let me off this train right now, I swear on my mother's life, I will sue you to the ends of the world and back. This is a violation of my rights, officer. You are keeping me here unlawfully and you will lose your job for it. And subsequently, your home, your family, your friends, everything you know and have will be decimated, all because of your foolishness. All because of your one foolish, arbitrary, I think is how you pronounce that, mistake to confine me here against my will. Now let me go, officer. Kid, please, I've been ordered to not let anyone leave this train. That's my job. There's nothing unlawful about it, right? Yeah, I don't think you want to be let out here because we're probably still in the desert if I had to take a guess. Unless this train is going like somewhere else. I don't really know where it's going, but I assume it's near the desert area. Incompetence. Can't even drive a simple train right. How do you mess that up? It only goes in a predetermined straight line. But then drunk card fools can't even do that much. Wait, drunk card fools? I've actually never heard of that before. I assume it's like drunk or something like that. But anyways though, is that what they are, what they all are? Blathering idiots probably can't so much as leave their front door without tripping down the stairs and slamming their head on the pavement. Probably explains the brain damage, if I can speak, sorry. Necessary to fail at such a simple task. Does old Crotberry need to come in there and show you morons how it's done? Roll up my sleeves and press the shiny green go button for you, since apparently that's too much for you primitive meat sacks to comprehend. for a moment. What's happened? That is a good question. The chief is investigating the disturbance ahead. Please do not disturb him unless you have something to report as well. I'm going to save here, and I'm going to talk to you anyways, because I don't know what's happening. Great galloping gallipods. How could this have happened? Oh, Alon, I swear you scared the daylights out of me. Tell me the orbs are safe. Stolen. Both of them. Right under our nose. How could this have happened? Or your nose, sorry. We took every preparation. Nevertheless, we must mount an investigation immediately. I already ordered everyone to stay on board as soon as the lights went out. But real quick, where is Julia then? Because she's still missing. And another thing as well, if this is kind of a mystery thing then, with him saying suspect 1 and 2, I'm still sus on the chief, because when he was there nothing happened, but the moment he left is when everything went wrong. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Moreover, we're just a little north of Tourmaline, or Tourmaline, however you pronounce that, and there's a vicious sandstorm raging right now. Even if we wanted to leave and seek help on foot, it would be nigh impossible. Then the culprit must still be on board. We must find them and recover the items at once. We'll begin the investigation immediately. Talk to everyone, find out everything you can, and report back to me when you've finished. Goodness, I barely know what happened, but if I can help in any way, I'm happy to cooperate. We are currently short distance of... Sorry, I feel like some of this stuff, if it seems interesting, I'll read it out loud, but I'll kind of read it in my head. Impossible... I don't think that really does anything. Status. I'm doing the best that I can, and we at least got power to restore. That doesn't really help us at all. The trapped here. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of assumed that the guy is here. Incident. My attention was squarely on the controls the entire time before the incident, but I'm afraid I barely know what happened. The entire car went dark and I heard a strange noise. It sounded like a Pokemon's attack, but not one I've ever heard before. Reflexively, I slammed on the brakes, or more like I hit them in panic, but good thing I did. The train came to a stop just as the engine began to make all kinds of unpleasant noises. Fearing the worst, I took cover in the back landing just in time to see shards of metal and glass fly forward with the boom. Alright, thanks for that. Let me save here. What do you want? This is gonna go well. Motives. What motive could I possibly have too? Oh, you must mean the motives of the other maggots on this train. Well, how about that Sandy girl? That ravenous animal flooded my entire office. She's always going on and on about environment this, environment that, and I swear, even a mighty Anna with a dislocated jaw yaps less than she does. I bet a mangy mutt like her would jump at anything to get her grimy mitts on the blue orb. Imagine the terrorist activism she could pull with that thing. That's the statistics she could bias. All that power for what? For a stinky myth. Alibi. You dare accuse someone like me. I'm gonna be real fair. I am like 100% sure it's not Crodbury. I just don't think so. If I'm wrong, I deserve to take the L, because that would be kind of a wild twist, but I really don't think it's her. I'll have you know, filth, that I am an upstanding citizen of this wretched community, and I would never resort to such a heinous undertaking such as petty thievery and light gutter trash such as you, the likes of which would sooner spew vomit upon the streets and slurp it up before ever so much as thinking once about the common good and bastions of justice such as I, a city ambassador whose very station is to ensure that blank like you are snuffed out like a fart in the very wind you taint with malignant odor, however you pronounce that. You call your presence, and in doing so crap upon the grave of every respectable leader such as myself who ever lived before your miserable gut rat of a father and these... Alright. This is pretty wild. First decided to... I'm just gonna... Alright. I've barely seen a sopping soul besides you and the other busy body officer, since boarding this clattering tin can of a train, no one wants to come talk to an old Crodberry. No respect for elders, not even when she's in the snack cart. What? I am tainting the food just by standing near it. Do they think I'm you? And the other person who did show up in the middle of the blackout, no less, was that blank for brains bimbo gym leader. She barely even counts as company on her least destructive days. Alright. Thanks, Crodberry. Something was stolen on your investigation. I read that wrong, sorry. I haven't moved from this spot the entire time, so I don't know if I can say anything that would be... I think there's no way she could have made it all the way... Yeah, like I said before, I really don't think it's her. I just don't. Again, if I'm wrong, I deserve to take the L, that's perfectly fine, but I don't think it's her. I can confidently say I think I've already read that. Alright. Oh, I guess she's back then. Hi, I'm not under arrest, am I? I'm too young and peppy to go to jail. Motives. I have no reason to steal the orbs, honest. I honestly believe that. But then again, this is Julia we're talking about, but I don't really think she would. Now I know what you're thinking, there was an explosion, so it had to be me, right? And that's fair. At least she's honest. That's a reasonable course of thought, and no one could blame me for having. But even I'm not dumb enough to actually blow up the train we're moving on. What if there was a chain reaction and every individual car blew up like in those movies, creating a freak accident and killing everyone? I'm an arsonist, not a mass murderer. Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I can explain. During the blackout, I was hiding under a table. I mean, I think that's kind of a reasonable reaction for some people. It's not because I was scared, promise. It's just, I didn't expect the lights to be out for so long, so I thought it would be a brief flicker. So I thought it would be funny if when the lights went out, I ducked under the table and then they come back on. And then my date would be like, huh, where'd she go? And then I'd pop up and be like, boo, and I'd have totally got him. But then the lights never came back up, and then I thought it might be a while, but I had already committed to the bit. And so I thought maybe the lights will stay out for a while, maybe I can just go get a snack while I'm waiting for them to come back. So I crawled out and came back, and then the lights turned on, and now I'm under arrest. You have to help me. I just wanted to boo him. Others. It was Miss Crodberry in the ballroom. So I assume they're gonna blame each other then. Again, I don't really think it's either of them. No, I don't know that, but that would be funny. I don't think this train even has a ballroom or a candlestick. Anyway, okay, this is going to sound really bad, but I'd rather you hear it from me than him. Me and that guy were totally talking about how we'd rob this train. Just hypothetically. Entirely hypothetically. We said I could go distract the conductor, not blow up the engine, and maybe turn the lights out while we snuck into the back to nab the orbs. But it was just for fun conversation. We weren't going to go through with it, and for the record, he brought it up, not me. I kind of want to see what she says. Here we go. Will you at least visit me in jail? I don't think you're going to jail. Let me talk to you. I'm annoyed. That couple in there was definitely talking about pulling... I'm just gonna skip through that. I don't think it's them at all. Well... Now, actually, now that I think about it, where's John? Because John is not here as well. If I really had to think, just for a moment before I talk to Maxwell, I would say it's either the Chief, John, or Maxwell. Maybe Maxwell. Maxwell's like the least likely one to me. Well, of the three that I picked out. Because, like, you know, Team Magma Gang maybe trying to get revenge for what we've done to their gang. I don't really think so, but it's possible. John, he said it before, he did have some resentment, you know, but I can kind of see it maybe, but I'm more suspicious of the Chief because, like, again, it just seemed like the moment he left is when things went wrong. So yeah, and just a few other things, but I guess we'll see what happens. Well, it seems like we're on opposite sides again, but I'm innocent as innocent can be. What you've got to ask? Motos. You know, I don't think there's a point in denying this one. Either the orbs has the power enough that could give me the edge I need to bring the Magma Gang back to full glory, but that's just a no-brainer, right? I'd just be making myself look more suspicious if I lied about that. I love to give you an alibi. I was sitting here, right here the whole time, didn't move an inch, like a good little boy. The problem is the person who could corroborate the story disappeared herself, which I'm guessing leaves me in the crapper. She and I were having a lively conversation, no idea why she just up and ran off unless she got a very wrong idea. Well, I hate to do this, but that Julia girl said some pretty suspicious things. She suggested that she could go head up to the front and make the lights go out herself, and then lo and behold, out they went. But she was right here when that actually happened, so I don't imagine how she could have done that unless she used an electrode, right? I imagine an interesting scenario in which she bowls it down the center of the train, scoring a strike in the engine room, but I didn't see any of that, so best to discount it. She's suspicious, but I don't think she's guilty. I would agree. Oh, hey Sandy. Am I cursed? Did a Hoopa jinx me? Is my fate... Is that John in the corner? That's totally like his head right there. I just looked up and I kind of saw that moving. But anyways though, as my fate to suffer misfortune after misfortune every time I so much as ventured outside. Motives. Don't tell me you suspect me too. Okay, sure, I've been known to go to the extremes for the sake of the environment, And sure, the blue orb has been said to be a powerful water source, and together with the red orb could reshape the climate. And sure, the condition of the climate is a growing threat that nobody seems to either know what to do about or care enough to help. But that doesn't mean I was going back there to steal the orbs. Although, if someone did steal the orbs, they should definitely use them to help the planet. That's just a true statement of fact. Think about it. Okay, so this isn't the most positive alibi, but at the time of the incident, I was being detained by that officer over there. He caught me over here, just looking for the bathroom, I swear, and he held me up the entire time until it was already too late. I mean, until the lights came back on. There's no way I could have had a chance to go get them. I'm glad you asked. You remember that Ignocia Crodberry, whose office we flooded? I've never heard of that word before, so I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But also, what's kind of goofy is I didn't realize with that one side quest, I didn't realize that was actually her office. That makes it a lot more funny now that you think about it. It turns out she's here and she thinks she wants revenge. I think I read that wrong, sorry. She started working from home after that, and I may have intercepted some of her personal correspondencies. I think I read that wrong, sorry. She wants to sell the orbs to her corporate shills. She has a history of illegal trading, and this is right up her alley, and who knows what she'd buy with all the money she got from selling them. Don't trust anything she says. Bruh. Here we go. Save me. And by the way, it is interesting that I just noticed that now. Did a Hoopa jinx me? So then... Well, duh. I said earlier we're gonna be going after Hoopa. I don't know why that's surprising. But anyways though, let's go on ahead and talk to John here. What do you want? Motives. Motives for what? What motive could I possibly have to steal the red and blue orbs and use them to return Team Meteor to their former might? I need no alibi, for I am innocent, and because although I confess I may have charged towards the storage car with the intent of stealing just a glance at the orbs, I was assailed in the darkness? I think that's how you say that. By all of these boxes, I tripped on one, stumbled back here, passed out, and then when the lights were back on, I thought it wisest to remain hidden. It was not wise. I may have hit my head. I haven't seen much of the others except for stepping on that boy as he was hollering about something or other. I swear that child screamed louder than some of our toughest cases at Dr. Connell's clinic. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that name. His name was. I believe I saw that screen name in the CC of the message I received about this train ride. Something Overlord, I believe it was. And honestly, I don't remember that name. Actually, I kinda do. Isn't that the name when you go in the Grand Hall? In the one book? I believe it's that name that's like circled, right? I think? I don't know. I'd have to maybe check that out again. What a devil child. He was certainly planning something, but I suspect several others of the notable passengers on this train received the same message I did. The orbs were aboard. They could be stolen, it said. There were 5 recipients of the message besides myself. Someone was clearly setting all of this up, but who could it be? You go chill over there. But I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we did talk to everybody. So let's go on ahead and talk to the chief then. And let's see if he says anything. This is the most lamentable turn of events. After all of our work, how could we still have failed to secure the orbs? It's completely baffling. The orbs were secured in this case, to which one only I have the key. See, like, that doesn't really... That's just another thing I can add to it. If he alone is the only guy that has the key, then it's like, how is it not him? I mean, sure, you can break... Actually, to be fair, it kind of looks like on the side it actually was broken into. So... Oh, wait, hold up. No one has taken the key from me yet. There's no signs of damage on the case. How could they have just disappeared? Okay, so now just reading that never mind with what I was about to say. Like, it has to be him, because like if he's claiming I'm the only guy with the key, but it's definitely not me, then it's like, then who, you know? Because like opening it and closing it with the key doesn't really damage anything, you know, so I don't know. Actually, to be fair, now that I think about it, it could be a thing with Hoopa with like the rings, maybe? But I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm still more sus of him. Maybe it's like some mystery person that we haven't even seen yet. That's always possible, but I don't know. And where are they now? Indeed, I was keeping a close eye on the passengers in the time leading up to the blackout. Not too much of anything happened, but I'll tell you everything I did notice. The child... Oh, take that back. That's the boy's name. I don't know who I was thinking. I remember back in the Grand Hall, there is a name circled in some journal or something like that. I don't know why. I thought it was this kid right here, or this person, but I didn't realize it was literally the kid from the one side quest. My mistake on that. I seemed to be making a fuss about everything he could, ordering even my officers this way and that way for the most trivial of things. I had wondered if he had been trying to occupy their attention for something, but he is just a child after all. Miss Crodberry was making a similar stink. She kept walking out of the center car. Just as soon as she saw me, she would just yell something about the food being miserable and head back. I saw several other pass-bys to and from the dining car, but thinking about it, a couple of them, such as Sandy and John, may have ended up on the opposite side from where they started. I also noticed Julia and that gang leader consorting, whispering a bit here and there. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I felt it was best not to intervene in a date without more evidence. After a time, the lights went out. I sent my men forward to... That doesn't say to. I sent my men forward just in case and went to check on the engine room at once. It's as you know it from there. Suspects, sorry. Our initial investigation has turned up 6 possible suspects. First, Miss Crodberry. A shrewd shrew, we're aware she's engaged in illegal underground trading in the past. Second, Sandy, the reserve ground type gym leader. While it's a shame to suspect a league member, she's shown a past willingness to violate the law for admittedly well-intentioned activism. Third, former Magma Gang leader Maxwell. Sorry about that. But anyways though, his gang has been dissolved, but he has an extensive history of heist, and it's hard to deny the orbs would have particular relevance to him. Fourth, a former orderly and team member operative named John. He was released on bail after being captured during the Agate City raid. Lord only knows how he got the funds for it. He claims to have left Meteor behind, but I find it difficult to trust him nonetheless. 5th, Electric Reborn Gym Leader Julia. We've let her get away with a lot due to her status and influence, but forget thinking twice. We'd be lucky if she thought once about blowing something up. The state of the engine room unfortunately makes her a prime suspect. Finally, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. A child from the Lapis ward has no documented criminal record, but he seems to be a particularly troubled child, as well as intelligent one. A dangerous combination, and it manifests in a apparent total ethical blindness which has led him to skirt several laws already. In each incident, he's been completely absolved on legal technicalities. To be honest, the child is terrifying when he wants to be. Regrettably, it's a full house of fools. There's always a chance that someone else could be involved, but to our research, these six seem to be the most likely by far. You're done investigating already? Are you quite sure? Chief, the red orb has been found. Truly, excellent news. Let us assemble at once. Bring the orb and all of the primary suspects to the dining cart. I'll be there at once. Big bro moment. Report. I have the red orb right here. I was trying to see what repairs I could just make to the engine, and I just found it inside. Inside the engine, you say? Yes, sir. I have no idea how it could have gotten there. The front end wasn't even accessible even until I cleared away some of the debris. Give it here. I see. There's not a mark on it. Even if it were sturdy enough to remain undamaged, if it were present at the time the engine exploded, we expect to see some kind of soot or grime on it. This must have been placed in the engine at some point after the initial destruction. Obviously, even a basculin could deduce that. Silence, child. You'll speak when spoken to, and whenever else I please. Officer, did your search yield anything? No, sir. We thoroughly searched all 6 primary suspects and there is no sign of the blue orb. And you violated at least 8 privacy laws in the process. Young man couldn't resist getting a pat and feel in on this lady, could you? I think I screwed up that entire sentence, sorry about that. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I can't say I blame you, but I don't want your grubby paws coming near me anytime in the future. I took no pleasure in it, ma'am. With all due respect, I would rather eat the entire terminal desert one spoonful of sand at a time than touch you again. You foul-mouthed barbarian. When we get back to the city, I'll sue you sideways. I'll make you regret the day you ever crawled out of your mother's stinking hole and, ma'am, if you speak one more word, I will personally throw you out of this train and strand you in the desert. Thank you. The red orb was found at the opposite side of the train from where it was stolen. The blue orb is still missing. I'm beginning to have my suspicions. But before that, Alon, tell me the results of your investigation. Presumably, you spoke to each of these suspects. Please now talk to the person you find most suspicious here. I'm saving real quick. What if it's just one of these random officers? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm going with my initial thought. I really think it's the chief. Like, again, I can see John, I can see Maxwell, and I can see the chief. I don't think it's a conductor. I don't think it's Sandy, Crodbury, the kid, Maxwell, or Julia. But I don't know. I can't get the things that I said earlier out of my mind. Especially with the one thing that was mentioned last. That was, there is no damage to it, and the only way to get into it is with my key. And I think that right there is more than enough to blame him. Again, if it's like something more big brain that I'm just not seeing, I'll take the L, but I really think it's the chief. Simply talk to the person. Oh, maybe. Here we go. Go on, talk to any of these suspects, whoever you find most suspicious. You keep talking to me. Don't tell me, could it be that you actually find me to be suspicious? Yeah, I actually do. You are right, young champion, to be suspicious of everyone and everything. Make no assumptions. Take nothing for granted. These are the hallmarks of a truly astute detective, but I'm afraid your cunning will not be a reward this time. Officer, please search the accused. You mean you, sir? Precisely. The blue orb is still missing. If I am the culprit, I should have it on my person, should I not? Well, not necessarily, because again, like the one red orb was literally in the train, so you could have literally hid it anywhere else. All clean, sir. So you see, it couldn't be me, for if it were, where could I have hidden the blue orb? Again, literally anywhere on this train. Until you can answer that, there's simply... Oh wait, that's us. I thought it was him. Oof. Well, this is kind of awkward. Alon, why is water coming out of your bag? Youth these days don't even know how to store water right. Alon, check your bag. Oh. Wow, now of all times. I don't know what that means. What do you mean check my bag? Would it be key items? Oh, it is key items. Well, this is a bro moment. The blue orb was in Alon's backpack all along. Should've known filth like that would be the good-for-nothing thief. You really couldn't think of anywhere better to hide it. Hold on, that orb may not be the genuine article. Allow me to confirm. The chief took the orb. And... So I was right, he is sus. Wait, he just took it out of your hands and left. That's so cheap, how could this happen? What lazy writing. Quick, after him. The recovery train has arrived. We can begin to evacuate passengers back to Reborn City. The officer has disappeared. Sorry, the chief has disappeared. There's a huge portal in the engine car instead. Urgent message from Reborn City. The police chief was discovered tied up and disrobed in his bathroom. Oh, so it is like an imposter. I know I said I wasn't gonna do another imposter meme. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. What? The police chief took a portal to Reborn City just to get naked and practice something in his bathroom? I don't even know what that means, but I'll just keep going. No ma'am, the chief that boarded this train was an imposter. Who cut the lights now? The backup power supply probably ran dry. 1 second please. Quickly now, the reserve power won't last. You give the chase to the chief. I mean the thief. We'll take care of things here and get all the passengers to safety. Thank you, conductor. And let me save here. So I guess, oh, well, there's Hoopa there. So, you're giving chase after all. Of course you would. I should have known as much after our little chat in the train town. After all, it's only to be expected in the wake of... Bruh, Corn Rogue. That's so cool. I love that they brought him back, because he was definitely an interesting side character for the Magikarp side quest, if I'm not mistaken. That's really cool to see him back. Corn Rogue, the dashing rogue, you did well to seek me out in the end. What should have been a carefully laid plan was unraveled all too quickly. You see, my friend, besides me, I'm sure of all the recent happenstance, this is no need of explanation. It was divine providence or something close enough that this friend happened to open a portal into my cell within the jail. And as you can imagine, we have been fast friends ever since. The plan this time was not so complex. As soon as I caught wind of the orb's discovery, I began following the trail of the information. My investigation was detected, and the chief changed the shipment to an earlier train, so I knew I had to act fast. I sent out an invitation to the 6 individuals you interviewed, each of whom might have stolen it from their own purposes. Just as intended, they each tried, but as ever, I was miles ahead. My friend here did the heavy lifting. A few torn circuits at the front of the train, warp to the back as the light goes out, back to the front and hide the orbs away in the engine compartment. The blue orb in particular would be priceless for the citizens of the train town. If we can simply learn to control its properties as a water source, they'll never need to worry again. But it seems my friend here decided to have a bit of fun and snuck it into your bag instead. It's not the first time it's done that. It seems to think it's funny. I can't say with confidence that it's wrong. Nevertheless, we've chatted long enough, have we not? I have a getaway to make yet, rather than running. However, I think I prefer our odds, standing and fighting, me and my friend together against your power. Who do you think will come out on top? Big bro moment. So let's do this then. I'm going to Tailwind, and honestly, let's just Meteor Mash. I don't think these guys can really take us out, so let's take advantage of the field. Trick Room, okay. I am going to... let me see here. Let me max potion mainframe and let's get rid of Carbink here. Same thing, max potion, and let's just BP just to do some damage. I'm, again, more than fine with this. So you're out. I should probably outspeed, right? And then just BP. Oh, I was hoping we may have been able to take it out. That's okay. Let's go into Ice Cream. And to be safe, I am gonna heal Mainframe and go for Reflect. Let's go for Psychic, and I'm gonna reheal Shimmer. So you're out. Cacturn. Can't really do much to you. So let me revive somebody and just light screen, and hopefully Cacturn takes somebody out. I mean, I guess I can yawn and swap into Sanders, I guess. Let's just get rid of Cacturn. You are gonna be a little bit troublesome. I'm out. Then Sonar's probably fine. Psychic and Air Slash. Never mind. Trick Room is going to be a little bit tricky, but I just saw the Delphox go to sleep. Let's revive you, Power Gem you, take it out. At least I assume that'll take it out. Yeah, it does, okay. Interesting. Let's Psychic Sand Slash, because that should definitely do over half. I don't think it takes it out though. Be nice if we didn't get flinched though. That's pretty unfortunate. Ice cream. Let's just go for light screen. You might be out. You're not. That's fine. Let's go into Bamboo, BP, and just Power Gem. Let's discharge here. Sonar. I am going to Max Potion Bamboo and just discharge it. Paralysis would be nice. Well, there we go. Air Slash and revive somebody. Let's take out Stack Attacka if possible. I guess we got flinched there. Get rid of you at least. Oh, I didn't mean to go for Toxic. That was dumb. That's okay. We'll just double team it. And I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no it's not. Toxic and Psychic. Man, that does a lot. Just double team it. Is that it? Not it, okay. Let's re-heal just in case. Actually, it could be 6v12, and maybe Hoopa has its own Pokemon. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I guess we'll reflect the Meteor Mash. Should still do a lot. That was a lot. I'll take it. Toxic and Meteor Mash again. Blaze Kick, Meteor Mash, and I think we may have gotten it. Cool, cool. It seems luck wasn't on my side this time after all. Let's save just in case. So even this was not enough. Then there is only one thing left to do. Run. Bruh. I guess there's more to it? And I guess we'll save here. Save right here. And I guess we'll keep going. And I guess that means this is gonna be another long episode. Give it up. With Hoopa's portals on my side, you haven't had a hope of catching me, and I still have both of the orbs, right? Wait, where did the blue orb go? Forget it. I've still got the red orb right here. We can run through altered space all day long. Save yourself the effort and head home now. May we meet again, never, sorry. So I guess we'll go here. I guess we're going somewhere. I don't really know where I'm going, to be honest. Oh. Is this it? I think I made a mistake, didn't I? Yeah, let me reload that real quick. Alright, sorry about that. I don't think this is the right way. I really don't. I think I probably should go back, right? I mean, the thing is, I don't mind trying to find him, but it's like, we're like over an hour, so I might... Let me just try a few more things, because I remember... Wasn't there a different... Maybe not. Yeah, I believe we came from there. I mean, maybe... I'm looking this up before I waste like half an hour doing this. Normally I like to try it on my own, but again, we're like over an hour. Let me look at this real quick on the guide. Okay, so I mainly just looked at a photo, and it seems we want to still stay within this kind of purple-like world, I guess, or the purple-colored world. There's a spot somewhere that you can walk on, and it's like a... here, I think. Right? I was about to say, it's like an invisible trail. I hope this is the right way. I think it is. Yeah, here we go. That's honestly a little bit tricky because it's like you can run around here like forever and not even notice that. I kind of wish there was maybe a little hint or something. Because yeah, honestly, if I... Oh, no? Is that not... Oh, I gotta walk up here. I think? Oh, here we go. But yeah, as I was saying, honestly, like... Oh, piss, did not mean to skip that. Sorry, Lynn. But before I talk to you, um, yeah, because like I easily would have skipped that if I like looked around for like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you know? So I kind of wish there was kind of something that kind of gave you a hint, but it's all good. I should have thrown legendary items around more often, or sorry, I should throw legendary items more often. Say, have you checked your items pockets lately? Actually, I think I have. I assume she's talking about the reveal glasses, right? Nah, just kidding. I was just pulling your leg. Unless... Wait, hold on. Is that the prison bottle? Who put that there? Oh my god, who did that? Oh, she's joking with me again. Okay, I'm just kidding with you. The only prison here is the one you're in now. Consigned to an eternity of being forced to check an overstuffed backpack. Anyway, I'll stop talking to myself now, but... Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I found another one of your friends lying around. Keep an eye out, okay? Will do. I kind of want to break this up into 2 episodes, but we're really far into it, so it's kind of like we might as well commit to it. And I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going up, just to go up. So not there. Maybe here? And I assume we're following the ring. Yeah, here we go. And we are peeled up. Oh. Hey, Kane. Oh wait, is that... Shoot, I didn't mean to send him over here. That's not a friend. So sorry about for the little mix-up. Our staff will get that cleaned up right away. Here, let's just... well, we'll make that go away. That's better. Now just forget you ever saw anything, okay? The real one is just ahead. Thanks, Lynn. And before that, let me... Well, we can keep sonar because of Tailwind at the beginning. That should be fine. But let's see here. Not here. Oh, maybe over here. Isn't this where we got, the one guy, Samson? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, she brought me back. Why? I was sure she was done with me in Labradora. She could have made me win if she wanted. She only loses because she wants to. I can pretty much guess everything that happened while I was out. You broke the rest of Team Meteor, got all the keys back. She took you to the Citadel, however you pronounce that. Opened the new world and then let you win, right? You're probably thinking she didn't let me win, I won with my own power. No, she let you win. And I agreed to that. I want to get more into that in the future, but I think that's going to be more so in the final episode when I really talk about everything that's happened and my opinions with everything. Normally I would like to, but we're like an hour and 13 minutes in, so we're definitely not going to do that today. No, she let you win. Trust me, she got bored of that doll a long time ago. It couldn't say much at first, but eventually she learned to make it speak. Speaking though it still was difficult though. Can we stop with the creepy music? I'm not trying to be intimidating here, sorry. Thanks. So you beat the doll and Lynn pretended to be defeated, but the new world already exists, so now a bunch of stupid stuff keeps happening. That doll originally only existed so she could get herself out, sorry. But then she started having fun with it. She didn't get out, did she? She went from being trapped by the closed world to being trapped by her own power. And now that she's getting bored, she brought me back. Basically, once again, I'm just here to play a part and meet some expectations. Oh my god, can you get this stupid black aura off of me already? I swear, it's made of juice that makes you dramatically monologue. Just fight or whatever and it'll come off. Big bro moment. Pot. Alright. So let's Tailwind here. Air Slash. I'm just gonna swap out because we're just gonna keep, well, I'll try it one more time. That's fine. I'll go into Sanders then. Blaze Kick, take it out. We were about to lose there for a second, but that's okay. Got lucky. Toxic. I love the names too, just a smiley face. Psychic here. Alrighty, Bamboo. What is Toxic? Let's revive Ice Cream. And just kind of slowly re-heal the team again. Oh, I guess it kind of paused for a second. Blaze Kick here. And then Toxic should take it out. Swampert, Ice Cream. Sorry if it seems that I'm trying to kind of like rush through this. It's just we're super long into this and was not expecting it to be a super long episode. If I knew it was going to be this long, I probably would have broken this up into 2 parts, but I think we're far past that now. And I guess I could do some editing, but I really suck at editing, so we'll just keep it as is. That sucks. I guess we're gonna Toxic stall a little bit. I'll just pause here, give me a second until we take up the Swampert. Alright, sorry about that. Golurk, same thing, just Toxic. I love the the names on her Pokemon. Like Mudkip, the smiley face, Toy, that's a really good name. Go into Sonar, hopefully get a few flinches. Cool, cool. Garchomp, you are gonna be scary. Are we done yet? Can't you KO me any faster? I'm trying to. Please take one. Nice. Let's revive Mainframe. And we'll Dragon Pulse. This is gonna be a little bit scary, actually. I was really hoping that Dragon Pulse would take it out. I didn't think it was gonna live. I don't think BB takes it out here. I'm not even gonna risk it. Great, thanks. Much better, but if we're expecting me to be back to my usual chaotic persona, I'm going to have to disappoint you. That umbral energy draws out most destructive parts of a person, because somebody thought that was a convenient plot device. But in my case, it doesn't really matter. I was already here. I still have some of that juice in me, so bear with it for a moment. My parents generally expected me to get good grades, stay out of trouble, blah blah blah. They were especially strict compared to other parents, and it's not like they were abusive. But I always got really shaken up whenever I did get in trouble with them or anything else. It was crushing. It was ridiculous, but every time it felt like I was about to be charboiled and executed. Talk about an overreaction. So to avoid that feeling, I got used to living my life the way others thought I should. Wake up, go to school, do the work, come home, study, go to sleep, rinse, lather, repeat. Just like all other 7 billion whatever people on this planet. Automatic process, automatic life, sorry. I almost said failure. Stay in line, wait for the midlife crisis to kick in, all of it is just so pointless. Then I met her, the real her, not that doll. She really opened my eyes. If it's pointless anyway, you may as well have fun with it, she said. Break the rules, color outside of the lines, why not? Isn't it better than living a cookie cutter life? She went on to do just that. She founded me and recruited me to the team to help rescue her. I found freedom under her power, because with her, the rules didn't matter anyway. She was in it for the same reason. Everything is awful, may as well have some fun. I think I was the only person she trusted because we had that in common. There's probably a lot I could tell you about her and her plans, but I don't think she'd want that. Even now, she's probably watching. Aren't you? Did you bring me back out of pity, or was it boredom? It looks like I'm left out to guess at it now too. I don't care enough to. I didn't ask to come back. Better to go out with a bang than burn out and fade away. And I don't think I have that much zanius left in me anyway. What about you? Did you find it funny, all my antics before? Um, I don't know if funny is like, hmm. I don't know if like funny's the right word. I would say interesting. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I guess we'll just go with yes, just to be generous. I don't know if I'll call it funny. It was definitely interesting. And you know what? I guess to be fair, it did have its funny moments. Well, that's nice, I guess. Sometimes I even annoy myself with it all. But it's better than withering away under Montani, however you pronounce that. That's what I told myself. I shouldn't still be here. Just let me go, both of you. Just leave me. I'm sure you were doing something before I interrupted. I don't need to be a part of the story anymore. For a moment. It's really cool to see Terra like this, you know, though. Like her actually being like the real Terra. And not like this, I don't know if like persona is like the right word, or like alter stuff. I don't know like the right word for it, but it's like not the real her in a sense. It's kind of nice to see that. What? Oh, maybe I should slow down for this. Oh, this is pretty wild. I love the music too. Where'd the Tyrantrum come from? Probably Lynn. Oh. Hey, Tara. For a moment. Oh, hey Julia. I guess there's Tara there. For a moment. Stop. Hammer time. I love the bowling pin sound effect. That was great. So let me get this straight. The chief was an imposter, the train was grounded in the desert, the red orb was stolen, the thief got away, Alon suffered head trauma, and an entire pocket of new world space was completely destroyed in an explosion so intense that tremors were felt through the entire desert and the city. Yep, that about sums it up. In my defense, I was left unattended with Tara for more than 30 seconds. This is really going to put a damper on your relationship, isn't it? Juju and I got it on like that. Or like something. I missed what that said, sorry. So what's interesting then as well is I guess the other Tara is back and not the other one then. Pretty interesting to see. How did you even cause a chemical explosion in the new world with only a giant mallet, 4 dozen rubber ducks, and a half-eaten rare candy? And where did you even get all those rubber ducks? Trust me, you don't want to know. Yes, I do. No, you don't. No, I don't. Julia, weren't you being evacuated to the recovery train anyway? How did you even get caught up in this? That's a good question, and I assume she just ran through the portal. Oh, it's simple. The guy in the officer hat said this way please, so I went the other way. But why? No, never mind, forget it. It's not worth it. I saw you dip out and followed you. I would have gotten there sooner, but I tripped on a space rock and had to free fall for a while. Well, it's a good thing you did. Oof, sorry about that. If you hadn't, you would have just been caught in the damage too. You're all incredibly lucky that Sandy was able to recover you from the new world despite the destruction. Goodness, when Sandy is the responsible one, what's this come to? Hey, I'm super responsible. Responsible for a lot of problems maybe. I've never caused a problem in my life. Me neither. I caused your mom problems last night, lol. Alon, did we have to bring her back? Of course we did. Tara's a great character. She's... I don't want to say like she's underrated, but I feel like Tara is honestly probably a fan favorite if I had to take a guess. But why? Oh shucks. Relationship points 1. That's really funny, I like that. I ain't telling you secrets no more though, my brain cells have officially left the building. Perished in the war, the fire, the whatever, the explosion, yeah that. Disappeared into the atmosphere with one last hasta la vista, just like my father. Sandy, would you like to play a game? Sure, I love games. Cover Tara's mouth. For each sentence you stop her from saying, I'll shred one of your incident reports. You got it. Wait, no, you can't. Is that an abuse of power? Not if they're also digitized. They're what? Multi-sized. I said they're multi-sized. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind, I would take custody of the blue orb again. We'll see it stored away safely here since clearly sending it abroad is impractical. Alon handed over the blue orb. Thank you. However, I'm afraid you've been fooled again, for it is I, Corin Rogue. I was about to say, that would have been wild. I'm kidding, of course. Don't worry, I'm quite myself. You better be kidding. That jerk stood me up. If you were him, I'd knock all of your lights out right here, right now. Anyway, there is one more upside to all of this. Hoopa, responsible for freeing Corn Rogue and stealing the orbs, has been recovered. It was apparently rendered unconscious amidst the destruction as well. Alon, I'm sure you did your best despite everything. You're the obvious choice of the owner to keep it out of any additional trouble. Wait, what about me? Didn't you board that train with the intention of stealing the orbs? No. I suppose I'll have to write a report about that too. Not if I shred it first. Alon, will you take Hoopa? Thank goodness, as always, you're a pillar of stability. Ow, she bit me. In a world that desperately needs one, stop licking my hand. And I'll continue reading this, but I'll, on my own time, try to get the shiny form, so yeah. Well, don't matter. You should be on your way now. In the meantime, I have a few final words for the three stooges here. Isn't stooge or stooget? I read that wrong probably. I don't even know what that means. A kind of mushroom. No, but they're similarly dangerous if handled poorly. Thank you, Alon. For a moment. Are they? No, they're gone. I know normally I would probably check the station, or the Grand Hall. Not the Grand Hall. The nightclub to talk to Tara and a few others, but we'll do that next episode since this is probably like an hour and 30 minutes, so yeah. But anyways though, hopefully I'm able to edit this part into the last episode so it's just one full video, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.